Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. I'm coming to you with a very fresh start. A very fresh start in a very not so fresh element. I have a pretty gnarly cold. But today apparently is the day that this is starting. And the cold is kind of really relevant because I don't really get very sick very often. And I know it's just a passing phase. And I know that while it has a lot to do with external factors and not listening to my guidance and partying too hard on the weekend, I also know it has a lot to do with the energy shifts that we are occurring. And they're saying to me we have to break down and dissolve the old to be able to rebuild the new. And that is something that comes in layers and layers and layers. Layers in the sense of we have to break down the old structures. We have to break down the old conditioning. We have to dissolve things at a cellular level, at a molecular level. And sometimes when we get sick, it's our body's way of taking a moment to purge and to release. And if any of you are also in finding that you're in a situation at the moment where you are unwell, they are suggesting that it would be a really good time to work with the color orange for releasing, gold for releasing, and you need to imagine it coming into your energy center, so anywhere. So you can start it, they're saying, for some of you want to start it right here, and you want to imagine a golden light pouring in, and letting it golden light pouring in, and letting it dissolve in through all of you from the crown. And as it reaches down here, that golden light brings in rays of orange and yellow. Okay, and this is going to filter. You're going to imagine it literally running, dissolving through your whole body. For others of us, and this is intuitive, you're going to start here in the sacral, in the solar plexus chakra, and it's going to be like a really intense, beautiful, soft, uplifting orange light that starts in the solar plexus and expands out. And this is going to help cleanse. We're also going to be hitting notes of green through here as a heart healing, okay? Because at the moment we are releasing blocks, old wounds, old patterns, and like it's the final release for a lot of these, okay? It's the final release. It's the final time we're hitting the pattern. It's the final time we're doing a cycle, and we're not looking back. We're moving forward. And the bigger the cycle, the bigger it may hit your immune system. Okay. There's no retreating over to safety. No back over enemy lines. We've crossed that border, and you're crossing it gladly. Okay. So if you find yourself at the moment that you're wondering what's going on with your body, we're healing, okay? And no matter what sort of way that your body is purging, no matter what form that takes, we all need to look after our body in the same manner. So that's bring presence to ourselves, to our body, check in with our body, give ourselves rest, give ourselves fluids, give ourselves sunshine. And for some of you, gentle exercise. Nourish your body with foods. And I'm not going to stand here and say you should have this particular food or that particular food, because I know that we are all built very differently, and which particular foods we need have different will be different depending on what your body needs and what area of your body those blocks are being released from. Okay? They're saying we are hitting you hard, because what's happening is we're integrating the higher frequencies of love, of clarity, of understanding, of generosity, which is this beautiful, beautiful soft pink energy, and with this golden hue, simultaneously as we release the old blockages. So there's you may be sick, but you may be happy, and you may be peaceful. For those of you who are dealing with a lot of solar plexus energy, Okay, you may have a lot of anxiety coming up. A lot of anxiety. Okay, and what's going to happen is there's a test occurring, so we will be teetering on the line of insecurity. So whatever it is that you feel insecure about, or you have concerns about, whether that money, job, relationships, health, you will teeter on that line, because they're seeing how much we've integrated and how much we've learned and how well we're willing to let go of those patterns of scarcity, lack, fear, and how well we're able to move into the emotion and the vibration of trust, faith, and abundance. Okay, so we've got some really big things happening at the moment, guys. Really big shifts. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I am coming to you in this state. I'm so sick. I look sick. I'm really a gross mess. But this is where it's at, okay? The messages come through clearly now more than ever. And being in this state has allowed me to be here with you, because otherwise I would be at my day job. They're saying to me, you know what your body needs, okay? But depending on whether or not you're willing to listen to that. And when I say that, sometimes people just think, oh, we need rest. We need water. We need certain foods. But sometimes what we need is physical touch. Sometimes what we need is to go swim in the ocean. Sometimes what we need is a bit of physical intimacy. Sometimes we need exercise. Sometimes we need music. Sometimes your body needs music. Sometimes your body needs art. Sometimes your body needs soft light. Sometimes your body needs cool air. Sometimes your body needs that freezing shower or that scalding shower. Sometimes your body needs to feel the grass under its feet and connect to the earth. So when they say you know what your body needs, let your body have that, okay? Listen and trust it. We have been given the gift of these bodies and to ascend and evolve in these bodies, which is amazing, albeit difficult and challenging at times. And it's really important that we live in our bodies and enjoy our bodies and trust our bodies, because our bodies will guide us and tell us what it needs. I know my body right now. It's craving rest. It's also maybe craving ice cream, but I think that's just because my throat's sore. But it's craving connection through me connecting to you, from me connecting to source and my guides and my higher self, and connecting in that nourishment, that soul nourishment, because I know I'm going to heal the quickest and integrate the quickest when I fill myself with things that enliven and nourish me and soothe me and inspire me. And they want you to listen to that, okay? Let's see what else. Let's see if they have any other messages, okay? So this deck I'm using, this is called the Light Code Oracle. This is a deck I designed. It's not currently in print. It is Arcturian light language, okay? I've worked with the Arcturians and Archangel Michael and the Andromedans to bring forth this message. They are activation codes, and they use color therapy as well as light and cream, okay? Don't be off-put by seemingly... Can we get that to focus? I have no idea how to make this camera work. Seemingly discouraging setbacks or seemingly discouraging events, which if your physical body gets tired or unwell, sometimes that can be the most discouraging. I feel like this is really highlighted at the moment, which is why they've got me to do this when I'm unwell. They said that we got you to do this because now's the right time. The state of my being is not relevant. The persistent card, keep going. Okay, if you feel drawn to do something, keep going. Baby steps, baby steps. There's a song by Amy Sharp called Baby Steps, and I'm obsessed with it at the moment. The final picture doesn't have to look how you think it's going to look, but if you keep moving on that path of enlightenment and healing and the highest, best possible outcome, if you keep moving, like persist with that which brings you joy and nourishes your soul. Persist with that, okay? And I'm not saying you should throw all your responsibilities out the window. You should, when you have a responsibility, that's part of this experience. But what you'll find is, the more you persist with that which nourishes your soul, the easier it's going to be to also meet your responsibilities and obligations if they're in alignment, if they're in the best and highest good. Because we are washing it out. Like, we're washing out the old. Okay? I went into my meditation space this morning, which is deep in my heart, in my portal, my heart portal. And that they led me to this huge expansive ocean. And it was crystalline energy, and they washed the old and brought in the new. And this is representative of the cleansing of my body, of my energetic system, but also representative bringing in the new light codes that we are all experiencing. They have recently given me information regarding light codes that are going to come to assist us with the economic crisis, is all I'm really going to say with that. It's going to help us with shifting of the mindset and working more as a united force rather than as individual beings. Because we are all individual beings, but we all come from a united source, and we need to integrate that energy more into the earth and the way we live. And that's coming, and that's beautiful, and I'm very excited for that. But for that to happen, there needs to be a plucking, a pouring out of the old, and integration of the new. Okay? I'm so sorry. Just give me a second. Oh, delightful. Absolutely delightful. So we have these energies coming in. Let me just see if there's anything else I want you to know. Yeah, sorry, they're saying, look, this one. So the ego release card. So yeah, it's a big Eight of Cups kind of moment. It's a big Seven of Swords kind of moment. It's a reformatting. It's a release. It's a what really matters kind of time. Okay, in the best sense. And they want you to know that you have options. We all have options. But we have to look for those options. We have to keep ourselves open to those options. Because even if we're crammed, it feels like we are crammed into the tightest corner and we have no idea what to do. I guarantee you there's options, but we may not be able to see them. So this is part of what's happening, is you then have to go, okay, I surrender this up, and I know that the solution's going to come, and you need to trust. And that is easier said than done, and that is why we're filtering out all those old cycles and all those cycles and all that old programming. We're filtering it all out till the new can come in. So there's space. There's space there for you to have that, to see that solution, to see the options. Because at the end of the day, it's about finding the presence and the peace in the situation, because that's what's going to propel you the furthest in your endeavors, in your goals, in your healing. Alright, I think that's it. I don't know. I just talked at you a lot there, guys. So let me know. Let me know how you're going. Comment. There's so much change occurring, but we're returning to selves, to our higher selves. We're filtering out all the gunk so we can come back to us, to our truth, to our remembrance. And I know that's just like a lot of words, but right now, that's where we're at, and that's all I got to give you. But I will be back